This is the age of turmoil. This is the age of war. This is the age of Sigmar. How's it going, everyone? My name is Alan, the Apathetic Fish, and today we'll find ourselves in a new beginning for the miniatures war game of Age of Sigmar. This is their new edition box named Dominion, and the people at Games Workshop were too kind to send me a promotional copy to show you in this channel. This box promises to be the same or better than the Indomitus box set for Warhammer 40,000, and yeah, it evokes a sort of deja vu effect in me, but it gets me really excited for what this game holds. This box contains two factions, the Thunderstrike Stormcast Eternals and the Cruel Boy Oruks, which we will get into shortly. But most importantly, it contains the new edition complete full-sized rulebook for learning the new edition, and I really wish to stop everything I'm doing and give it a read. But alas, I can't. I'll be working a lot to get this video going, and I'm also planning on doing a couple painting videos. Now, in my opinion, should you get it? Absolutely, 1,000 times yes. At first glance, it feels like this box makes a powerful statement both in the new edition design, rule set, and the miniatures. The guys at Games Workshop said that they produce lots of it, but don't feel so confident. If you want it, you should be there at release and pre-order yours, or talk to your friendly local game store to see if you can secure one copy. Because these boxes could fly like almost everything Games Workshop have produced lately. I don't know what it is about these models that it just feels so right. Look at the majestic proportions of these Stormcasts. They look like Roman gods, a very different, more athletic look than their predecessors that look good, but they look a lot smaller and a little bulky. This almost feels like the difference between Primarist and Firstborn Marines that changed Warhammer 40,000. And those Cruel Boys, they also look a lot more savage and serious. They are a new tribe of more sneaky, backstabby Oruks. They're not as muscular as their brethren, but they look just so evil and menacing. They look like orcs from Lord of the Rings, Moria goblins to be more specific. I really like them. This whole set feels a lot more grimdark to what I'm used to with Age of Sigmar, and I like this direction they're going. But at this point, maybe I'm talking too much, and I need to show you what you're here for, and that's look at what's inside this new box. So I messed up. I was already opening it and doing my unboxing thing, but I wasn't recording, so I have to start again. Hello again, this is the box. Hello box, I present to you the audience. This is the box. This is the box of Dominion, the new edition of Warhammer Age of Sigmar, as I've said. And it's pretty cool. It has a ton of plastic. I already looked a little bit at it. And in my opinion, what I like most about this box is that it has two very strong, presenceful centerpieces, which is it's called a Kill the Boss on Great Knashtuf. It also has Indrasta, the Celestial Spear. Very complicated names, but the models look very cool and they look very large, very presenceful. I really like this. What is in this box? It includes 60 miniatures. It has 21 Stormcast Eternals. It has 39 Cruel Boys Oruk. It has an exclusive launch edition core book with a special edition cover. It has a 24-page booklet to get started. It has 14 War Scroll cards and 2 Allegiance ability cards. So let's turn this over and open it for the second time. There it goes. And this is... You're greeted with this artwork and it looks very nice. The bad thing that it came crushed for me. You can still... It looks very nice. You can frame it if you want, put it in your room. It looks pretty cool. And here is the ton and ton of plastic. Also, the box has these very nice looking display of models in here, so that if you're painting, you can look at them and kind of see the paint job and see if you're doing everything okay. And then in here, we're going to start unpacking. Right here, you can see these are 3-part sprues. They will probably come in one pack with the trees stack one on top of each other. And these are the Vindictors, the guys with shields and spears. These are the regular troops for the Stormcast Eternals. And I think we get, is it 10 of them? So if I'm not mistaken, we get 10 of them. We have 2 sprues, 5 on each. And we have the Hobgrots Slitas, I think they're called. The small Orcs, kind of like Grots. I think they're a little bit bigger. But here they are. It's 2 sprues, 2 repeats as well, with 3 parts each. And then we have the big sprues. This one's the one with the Orcs, the Killer Boss. And this one was crushed here, but I think everything's fine. We'll look at it later. Here we have Indara. I don't remember the name. The Celestial Spear is here. And we have a lot more Stormcast on this side. These are, I think, characters. This is the guy that's carrying the banner for the Oryx. The Knight Arcanum, some sort of wizard lady for the Stormcast. She looks very cool in the photos. Here we have more Oryx. Here's, I think that there's a character in here somewhere for the Oryx and one for the Stormcast in here. And here we have the Godripas with their spears and squeak kind of shields. They look very mean, they look very nice. And finally we have a sprue with 3 Praetors. I think this is the guys with the halberds. And that's it for the miniatures. We'll look at them a little bit more closely in a little bit, but we'll be continue to unbox this thing. We have another piece of art. If the first one wasn't destroyed, we have another one that also has some dents. And then we have a packet of books and cards. Here are the cards. These are pretty much just the rules to play these miniatures, because we probably don't have a book at the moment. We also have this packet we're gonna open. Here we have a Dominion book, which is, I think, pretty much just the instructions for putting everything together, and we have a 1:1 scale of the base size. If you have any doubts on which base is which, you can just lay it in here and see which one it is. And we have very clear instructions on putting together all of these miniatures. Although I don't know that right now, they seem like they are snap fit. So here we have all the instructions. And do we have a painting guide? No, we don't have a painting guide. And next we have the start here, War at Amberstone Watch. So this is the part of the story where we're at Warhammer Age of Sigmar. This is a very nice book. It's kind of thick. It looks like a magazine kind of quality. So this is going to be mostly fluff, and it's going to have a description of all of the characters if you're into knowing the fluff. And I think I'll give it a quick read. It has the backstory of the Cruel Boys and their characters, and that's it. This is just pretty much just the backstory. If you're into that, you can start reading it. If you're not, you can start playing, and for that you're going to need the big rulebook. And this one is a special edition one. Is it damaged? No, I don't think so. This is the new edition core book with a special edition cover, because this one's the one that came in the Dominion box. Yours, if you didn't get this box, may look a little bit different. The glorious cover. It has some Sigmar lady fighting some sort of demons. Apparently, she's spawning from the lightning, and she comes ready for battle. Looks pretty epic. Just very superficial impressions of the book. It's a very nice book. It's very pretty. It really tingles some of my fantasy kind of itch. It reminds me of the times I got excited for Dungeons and Dragons, and I bought all of the books, and I see the quality of the art and the print, and it's so pretty. I really like this. But I really see if I can squeeze in the time to really look at this and try to read as much as I can. You can see here it has a brief description of all of the factions. Some very nice art, I mean not art, but photographs of the miniatures, which are art in my opinion. And all of this is just fluff, pictures, and all of that good stuff. The important stuff is just the last third of the book right here, where it'll show you how to play with pictures, examples of the faces. I am expecting that this is going to be very similar to the way the Warhammer 40k book, but it's not. It does not. I was expecting they to have the fluff and the description of the rule and then some breakdown with points, bullet points to summarize the rules, but they don't. They just seem to have like keywords in bold so that you can find them easier. Had rules for open play, narrative play, and of course it has to have matched play, which is what most of us play. And it has some rules for conquest, which is a sort of a narrative, kind of a campaign kind of mode that should be pretty nice. And that's pretty much it. That's everything that comes in this book. And in the box, something hidden. It's just the basis. Okay, so lastly we're gonna look at the models in here. Here we have the big boss in Nashtuf. This is the killer boss in Nashtuf. So here is the body. Here you can see the body, and you can see the face right here. There it is. The details look very nice, very standard for what is Games Workshop's quality right now. I think their design has changed slightly to a little bit more refined and a little bit more detailed look. They're kind of moving away from the heroic scale, I think, and they're doing their models a little bit more realistic, I feel. Down here you can see the Manskewer Bolt Boys, the Merknob with his banner right here. Here it is. Here's the body. And you can see some of the details on the other guys. Here we have the Swamp Kala Shaman. Here's the body. Here's one of the arms holding some sort of potion. Here's the face. And he has a little cauldron here with a little side character, which I don't know his name, but there it is. We have a big skull up here. Next we'll look at the Gut Reapers, and we have them with shields right here, the guys with spears. The details are a lot slimmer than I'm used to. Sort of what we saw in the Cursed City box. They are getting a little bit more adventurous with the plastic, and it seems a little bit more fragile, a little bit easier to break, but the details look very nice and they have a little bit of bent to them. So I'm pretty sure they'll be fine as long as you keep them magnetized or in their foam case. We have a normal killer boss up here. The base you can see is sitting on top of a Stormcast. This is the back side of the guy. The armor is on a separate sprue. And that's it. And here we have the sprues with the Hopgrots, and you can see they're smaller. They're not precisely the size of grots, but they're much smaller and maybe easier to paint. There you go. On the Stormcast Eternal side, we have Indrasta, the Celestial Spear here. We have the armor. Very big, very detailed wings. We have some sort of a scenery base in here. In the same sprue here, we have the Annihilators with their big shields. They're big dudes with hammers, and they look very mean. This one's the sprue of Praetors. We have 3 of them. They have capes and halberds. And as you can see, the models don't look very apparent on what they are. They are a little bit scattered, and you can't really tell where's the phase, where's the plate, where's something else. You kind of have to look for it. But the detail looks, in my opinion, looks very nice, very crisp, very usual. You can see just the design. They get a little bit more adventurous with the thickness of the handles and their blades. They're a little bit more confident in their production of plastic, I think, and they look a little bit more finer, very nice. Next, the Vindictors. They come with shields and spears as well. You can see very slim, very nice spears. Their bodies look much like every other Stormcast. They just look a little bit slimmer, a little bit more athletic, and a little bit better proportionate to a human body, and that makes them look a lot more better in my opinion. So we have 2 sprues of the same with shields and all. We have a Knight Arcanum. This is the front side, their staff, and the back side down here, and 2 options of face. And finally we have the Lord Imperatant with his griffin body up here. It's a big cape, nice little big hammer, the crown, you can see it here, and the face is down here. And that's it. That's all for this video. We looked at all of the miniatures. The detail is nice. The scenic vases for some of these are very, very nice detail. And that'll be all. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. Now you know what to do. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and click in the bell icon to get notified when I upload new videos. Any comments and questions are welcome and appreciated. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you on the next video.